Het is het minimale wat je kan doen om je vrij te voelen hier. Ik ben hier en ik mag zijn. Trans, moslim en Arabier. Ik mag zijn. Is dat wel waar? Geschrokken is links. Oh nee, geen fascisme. Hoe kon dat gebeuren? Hoe houden we dit tegen? Broer, ik was 9 toen mijn hoofddoek doelwit van haat is gebleken. Ik ben hier geboren en hier getogen. Geïntegreerd en geassimileerd. Jouw fascisme kon ik nooit ontwijken. Jouw racisme liet je vanaf mijn geboorte al blijken.
Especially for those people whose voices are never heard. People without documents. People who are stateless. People who have been denied a permission to stay in this country because of the system. I know the policy in this country is based on the fear of migrants. The fear that migrants are only here to take what does not belong to them. I firmly tell you, we are not here to take anything from you. I am here and part of society. I just give all my heart. I am here like everybody else. Today, people are afraid of migrants. For the Islamization of Europe, far-right politicians have implanted negative thoughts in your mind that we are toxic. We are not toxic. We need to stand next to the people who are hurt the most and are pushed into margins of society. Only if we stand together, we can create more safety and freedom for all. I use this microphone to strongly ask you, and please, kindly go and vote on the 29th of October 2025 and vote for the right reasons. You know, not voting does not only hurt people who do not have the right to vote, but it hurts everybody who has lived in this country without voting rights. There are over 1 million people in this country who are not allowed to vote. This is because they created borders. They created systems which have excluded everybody. I meet people who have never in their lives had voting rights. That's why it is important for everybody to go and vote. And today we are here. I say nobody is illegal. We are all Amsterdamers. Let's reclaim the streets. These are our streets. Thank you.
I need all the queers, I need all the fags, I need all the dykes, all the dolls to come to the front if you can. As a sex worker in Amsterdam, it means so much to me to take to the stage at Adev alongside comrades. To speak at a festival dedicated to the liberation that comes alongside and not in spite of pleasure. A tradition that practices pleasure and dance as a form of resistance. I think this sentiment resonates deeply within the struggle for the decriminalization of sex work, which is in itself also a struggle for the politics of pleasure. Thank you. It's also an honor to speak in a moment at such a deep crossroads in history, where consciousness is shifting rapidly as we witness the death of colonial empire, the death of the United States of genocide, and the death of the Dutch Empire of liberal fascism. The beast is strongest right before its demise. Right? As sex workers, our community has historically practiced coming together as an act of preservation and capacity building, especially in times that demand a lot out of our collective attention and resource. As sex workers, our jobs embrace holding the complexity of desire and the pursuit of pleasure as we simultaneously strive to turn old, outdated systems into something new and resourceful. As empires crumble, what feels good changes. I hope that we can let that feeling lead us into new worlds that upend our current state of oppression and multiple global crises. Sex work is the crucible in which workers of many identities, communities, personalities combust under the microscopic eye and regulation of the state. Many of us are migrant, many of us are queer and trans, many of us are people of color, many of us are disabled and working class babes. Housing insecurity, job loss, work displacement, inaccessibility to healthcare, and state and border violence and surveillance, simply on the basis of our work. Because of our deep interconnectedness to a vast amount of struggles, when we speak of the decriminalization of sex work and our own movement of horrors, we speak of the continued fight for a decolonized world. Decriminalization of sex work means no borders. The decriminalization of sex work means abolishing the police, military, and surveillance state. Decriminalization means building anti-racist world and the destruction of white supremacy. Decriminalization means the emancipation of the global south and an end to neocolonialism. Also, decriminalization means keep the fucking red light district where the fuck it is and stop Central Erotic Prison! Thank you, Central. As sex workers, we see the fight and the struggle of our siblings, and we are here alongside you as a steadfast support. As we radically grasp towards the future of decolonial and anti-racist communities and societies, call upon us as your comrades, and we are here for you with our red umbrellas, our pleasers, our latex, our leather, our fishnets, and our submissives in tow. We are not free until Palestine is free. We are not free until Sudan, Congo, Haiti, Afghanistan, Iran, and Lebanon are free. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free Palestine! And we should hear this as a continual and furious echo until it is realized. And like any good hooker who has witnessed and overseen many of La Petite Morte, we know that we can come again and again and again and again, and we will keep coming and showing up until our screams for justice reverberate as a continual unified vibration that wrecks change and havoc all over the systems that oppress us. Free Palestine, babes. Thanks. Fuck Islam! Fuck Islam! The Netherlands is funding an act of genocide, and we are silent! They're investing 38 billion euros! And Israel is killing children every fucking day! I want to hear you from the bottom to the top, and what the fuck ever you are! I want to hear you scream! Stop to the idea! Stop to the idea! Stop to the idea! Free, free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! We are not only drag queens, drag creatures, and drag kings, but we are activists!
scorch the earth, burn the trees, crush the birds, watch the bees. It's the dust and how they moan, keeping bitches from their home. But they'll scream and rant and rave if they don't get their move. They die to love the flame, nature so lost out to Spain. They retreat extinct and the nephew from the clock. We rise and sing the rise, we improvise and synthesize. 2 points of lies and synthesize. We think spies and hypnotize. The market cannot be denied. We couldn't stop it if we tried. Not to snap without the prize. Simply profit in disguise.
Shut up and die.
We've got the amazing Pisage coming up. Drag journey started right here in Amsterdam, moved away to The Hague because of the horrible housing prices that have gentrified the fuck out of the city. And they're back for this occasion. So welcome Pisage, another drag king.
Dit is de apenstopdans. Alle apen gaan dansen. Als je de muziek hard hoort, dan gaan we lekker dansen. Maar als de muziek stopt, staan we stil. We beginnen met zwaaien. Zwaaien mee, daar gaan we. Zwaaien! En stop! Nu gaan we dansen met onze schouders. Onze schouders gaan op en neer. En op en neer. Doe je mee? Het is tijd om te klappen in je handen. Klap je mee? Daar gaan we! Klappen maar! En stop! Nu gaan we dansen met onze voeten. Steeds een voet naar voren en dan zetten we hem weer terug. Go! En stop! Nog even lekker springen, zo hoog als je kan. En stop. Dit is alweer de laatste ronde. Wat doe je het goed? We gaan nog even lekker trainen.
yeah,